What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and check it out. I am off my high from the sort of announcement that Rich Rider is coming back, and another situation is kind of dawning on me, and that is the fact that absent from the sheet that shows off all the different upcoming comic books is any mention of the X-Men. So there is an X-Men series going on right now, and I feel like once it's over, there's like a Civil War X-Men series coming over. I feel like there's going to be it. That's going to be it. It's going to be over. They're slowly pushing the X-Men away, and we've seen Beast move on to the Inhumans. We've seen Storm is going to be out there with her former and maybe soon to be again husband, the Black Panther. And everybody else seems to be split off and going in separate directions. And it all makes sense considering the movie rights issue. And it's kind of what they did with Fantastic Four. They did away with all Fantastic Four costumes. The X-Men are slowly moving the way of the Inhumans. They have this Terrigen mist that basically renders all the X genes innate, I guess. And it's now creating new Inhumans. There's even the new Champions comic that's going to be coming out, which is set to feature young Cyclops and his merry band of misfits, Kamala Khan, Amadeus Cho's Astonishing Hulk, or whatever he is, Super Amazing Hulk, Sam Alexander's version of Nova, Miles Morales, and a few others. I don't have that in front of me at the moment, but clearly moving Cyclops on to another group is a start. We're going to see what's going to happen with, they just kind of found a way to bring back Jean Grey. Wolverine's dead. There are hints of something happening with X-23, who is currently Wolverine. So we'll see what happens there. It's not looking good for the X-Men, and I want to know what you guys think. Now, I haven't really been reading comics as much as I used to. I think Rich Rider coming back is hopefully going to bring me back to that. That all remains to be seen. And it's weird because X-Men are still being introduced as part of other video games. If you play Contest of Champions, they recently just added Nightcrawler as an X-Men character, and there were a couple other X-Men that they added as well. I don't have it in front of me, but there were like 3 different X-Men that they were adding, and on top of that, Beast is still coming out in Marvel Heroes. Contest of Champions. Check my email real quick while we're doing this. But it's, let's see, the X-Men Need Your Help Summoner. So they got Beast, and it looks like Jean Grey, as well as Weapon X. Looks like those are the characters that are slowly being implemented into the Contest of Champions. I haven't been playing it as much as I used to, but so yeah, it's kind of a mixed message because as we know, they don't add characters to any of these games without approval from Marvel Comics, and Beast is Marvel Heroes. Beast has been in the game for a while. He won like a fan vote to be a playable character. So, it kind of makes sense. But they've been adding X-Men characters all along, after the fact. So, I'm intrigued to see what happens. But it all comes down to the movie rights. If you're not aware of what happened with the X-Men movie rights, and again, I want to just reiterate, the movie rights have absolutely nothing to do with video games whatsoever. You just have to get permission from Marvel, but it doesn't preclude you from using characters because of their movie rights. So, in any event, though, the movie rights were sold off basically to keep Marvel Comics afloat. And it was an awful deal. It was they totally got jobbed in the deal. They sold off a lot of their popular franchises. X-Men and Fantastic Four went to Fox, and Spider-Man and his whole universe kind of went to Sony. And Sony and Marvel have been making good, and they have been working together, and it looks like it's going to have just an amazing effect for everybody involved. And I think this is really this is what they've been doing to get Fox to come to the table, because Fox does not seem interested in playing fair. And obviously Disney doesn't seem interested in paying off Fox to try to get the rights back. I don't know. I don't have any kind of inside details as far as that's concerned. But it does seem that's the case. I love this Iceman character. But it does seem like that's the case. And, should they have to? I don't know. Like, most other deals are for a certain period of time. And what I don't understand about the X-Men and Fox deal is exactly how Fox gets everything for what seems to be an infinite amount of time. It doesn't seem like there's any form of expiration on their deal. Sometimes there's like, hey, you've got like a 10-movie deal, and then it's up, whatever it may be. But for whatever reason, it seems like Fox is just able to make X-Men movies for now and forever. I know there was a way that if they didn't make a Fantastic Four movie within a certain period of time, that the rights reverted back to Marvel, and that's kind of what they were hoping. And there have been a couple characters like Namor that have had that happen, that have had their rights revert back to Marvel. That's also what happened with Daredevil, and why we're able to get the awesome Netflix series from Daredevil. So yeah, man, I would love to know what you guys think, though. No more X-Men comics. That is the future we have come October. And honestly, I'd love to see them implement some of these characters into the new universe. I think the Inhumans, I think we all like the X-Men. I mean, if you think about it, the X-Men #1, I think it was like the second printing of it, is like the highest selling comic book in history. They sold like 9 million books, or like just over 8 million books in the first week. So, when we think back to the 90s, the X-Men were the thing, man. The X-Men were everybody's favorites. I mean, those classic X-Men covers and the classic X-Men cartoon, man, that's my childhood right there. So, I mean, there is a rumor, though, that Fox is about to do a live-action X-Men TV show to go along with Hellfire and to go along with Legion, so that could be interesting. But it seems like both parties are putting their feet in the sand, and they're prepared for a battle. And I think we all lose in the end, because I'm not really that confident in what Fox is going to do with the X-Men franchise. I mean, their movies have been okay. They haven't been the direction I would want to go, and I don't love them. I don't hate them. They've been decent, but the stories are just not, I think, what a lot of us are looking for. And the longer this drags out, the longer, fans are going to suffer, because, we want to see Deadpool in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We want to see how he interacts with those characters. Deadpool obviously is an Avenger right now, and even coming up in the new releases, he is going to continue to be an Avenger. I know that Uncanny Avengers is kind of that mix. I think Rogue is in that mix, and there's a few other characters that are in there. But I don't know. There's something classic about X-Men, and it's kind of hard to believe that there's literally not going to be an X-Men book out there on the shelves every week. So, all right, guys, love to know what you think. Hope you enjoyed the movie or the video. And I love you guys. We'll see you.